I can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
cross of thorns on your back, I'm turning my brothers into children of John.
Salute, and welcome back to the Black Ocean. Now swimming in deep end with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark, and we are broadcasting to you live from the world famous city of Atlanta, Georgia, the city where lame ass incel niggas are not welcome, and the women will absolutely pay you no mind. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great broadcast for you here tonight. We're gonna try to show you certain things from that fight, but if not, if there's any interruptions, we will still get the job done, because unless you've been hiding under a rock somewhere, and I get it that everybody might not be a sports fan, the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight took place on Netflix, okay, this past weekend here. And you know your brother has a lot to say about that. I'm not going to mince any words one way or another once I get started with my discourse. So let me go ahead and ask everybody early on, can you hear your brother loud and clear? Is the audio coming through clearly? Because it sounds clear on my end, but what matters most is what you, the good people in the audience, thinks. And what that said, while I'm waiting on the confirmation, give me a thumbs up or black fist if you can hear me okay. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I definitely did, with the exception of this so-called fight here. Oh yes, I'm gonna break this down from the 0 to the 0 because it has to be said. Everybody's had their take and they weighed in. You know, I usually wait to see if I need to address certain things, if everybody covers all the bases. But you know, so some people left some stuff out. We're gonna cover those gaps over here tonight, okay? So, and salute to the good brother there, Big Truck Chuck. Big Truck Chuck for the Cash App. Thank you very much. I almost stuttered there. That was quite a generous donation, Mr. Big Truck Chuck. Salute to you. Salute to you. All right, let's see here. Tell you what I'm going to go ahead and do before we get to the sponsorships, because you know we got to do that. Let me go ahead and greet those of you that I see in here. Roll up. I see the good brother Hot One in the building. B Moss being the fabulous ladies in the house. I see Patricia Jenkins in here. Let's see. I see Black Truth United. What's going on? I see Dad Miller TV in here. Let's see. I see Seven Scales in here. The good brother Bruce is joining us. I see Tanisha Murdoch in here. Let's see. Reginald Marcellin is in here. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Doc B1 in here. What's going on, my brother? Let's see. I see Dr. Chanel Phillips in here. 69 Footprint is in here. Let's see. B1 Satin Doll. I see you. Project Leroy in here. My Lieutenant Tim Chan in the house. I see you, good sister. Good brother Kid Gravity Beyond is in the house. What's going on, my brother? Michael Williams is in here. The good brother Bruce is in here. Stolen Ancestors 1526. Salute to you, good sister. Let's see. I see FBA in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Representing the lineage. No Longer Asleep is in here. Let's see. Courtney G is in the house. Diesel Mike in the building. What's going on in them highways and byways, my brother? Hope everything's well. Late Not Last. What's going on? Nightfall Drop is in here. Still Kevin Trees is in here. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Charles Gibson is in here. Real Women Don't Do Nonsense. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Mrs. L is in here. Salute to you and your husband, good sister. Let's see. I don't miss anybody. I think that's everyone so far. Making sure here that I don't miss anybody. I see the good brother Trey joining us. All right. Let's see. Netta J in the house. What's up, Netta Bug? And LBA Built America. Salute and welcome to all of you and anybody to be joining us in the Tennessee tonight. Yeah, I like to take the time to acknowledge my audience. A lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I've heard some complaints here and there about stuff, and I've said it before. But all those people, you run your platform the way you run yours. I'm going to run mine the way I run mine, okay? Not looking for anybody's approval on anything. I don't do things like other people do things because I am one of one. I am an original, okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get these sponsors here started because I got a couple of them that are very funny, okay? These are some new ones y'all hadn't seen before. So before I play these, this is the time where I take great consideration and concern for my audience and put out a disclaimer. If you are eating or drinking right now, okay, if you are near hot objects, all right, things that are sharp, this is the time to put those things down. I don't want you laughing to the point that you get hurt or you choke on food and drink and then you blame me and my broadcast, okay? So go ahead and just put that down, okay? Not gonna be very long, but they're funny, all right? Y'all know I stay trying to find new stuff to get y'all to laugh because we do need to laugh in these critical times here. That is our right as human beings, and nobody should be allowed to take that away from you. Even though we're going to get into some serious discourse here tonight and have a bit of fun, but I just want to give the disclaimer. Put your food and drink down, step away from sharp things, step away from hot objects, all right? I'm going to go ahead and play this first one here because, you know, the Democrat shillbillies are quite upset with me still, and other members of New Black Media. They're upset with all of us because, you know, they're having to eat some gourmet I told you so pie. Yes, okay. And see, you know, other people will politely serve the pie to them on plates, give them utensils. I grab them by their little shillbilly necks and choke them to their mouths open and stuff it down their throats, okay? Because they need to eat this I told you so pie. And damn it, you're going to be eating it for 4 straight years. You and your illegal alien buddies can get the hell out of here. And I just hope that Send 'em Home Homan, a.k.a. Tom Homan, the new incoming border czar, adopts my idea of using catapults to get the damn job done. That's right. I'm telling you. But since all of that seems to hit them quite hard and I've upset them, shillbillies, I have something for you, okay? Because y'all just keep trying to paint me out to be a cruel man, and I'm not. I am a jolly soul, okay? I'm a jolly soul. So with that said, I've got some good music for you. Oh, shillbillies. Because, you know, look, we have to remember you because you're not going to be the same. A lot of y'all about to lose your job, okay, the shillbilly networks. Oh, this is hard. So this one's going out for you. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, please give some participation here. Throw your lighters in the air because this is a classic song, okay? This is classic. And we must play this in honor of the end of the shillbillies' careers.
But forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where to go. Is going to leave. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow.
Oh, no, it was so sad. Oh, my God, what are we going to do without Van the Crying Man Jones, Barack Obama, Bakari Sellout, DL, Democrat Lover Hughley? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You know what, damn it? Because I'm in an extra good petty mood, we're going to play that for him one more time because we got another sponsor for you. But listen, shillbillies, one more again for you, okay? I feel your pain. Shall we do this? Because look, ladies and gentlemen, I see y'all laughing. We have to let the shillbillies know we care, okay? Now, I see y'all grinning in this chat room. That is not right. These people are having meltdowns. They're losing their minds. And we all know that music heals the soul, okay? So one more time for the shillbillies.
To thee forever, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know to go is going to leave. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow,
They can take their turquoise greens and all of their shattered dreams. It's so hard to say goodbye to Shillbilly. Oh, they gonna curse my name and that of my yet to be born children and grandchildren. Oh, they gonna hate me. Listen, damn it, Shillbillies, I told you, you trolled my people. You just don't want to see a black woman president. First of all, one no damn black woman running that presidential race. Oh boy, y'all was just telling us you didn't even take a civics class. Oh, you know that was bold, boy, hopping around and people mentions little trolls. Them bastards remind you of the Gremlins. Y'all remember that first Gremlins movie? Yeah, that's right. Hey, ain't so fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? Shillbillies, I am just getting started with y'all asses. The next upcoming sponsor that I have going in on them, woo, if you thought that was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. I digress. We got one more for y'all. Listen, I got to make you laugh, man, because we got some serious business to discuss here. Now, this one is just as funny, but it actually pertains to the broadcast here we're going to be checking out tonight. So again, if you are eating or drinking or you near something sharp or hot, step away from that stuff, just take a pause, get back to your snacks and stuff in a minute. We got to play this for you because I thought this shit was hilarious. And if I think it's hilarious and I saw it, that's what friends are for. I got to share it with my buddies over here. So without further ado, we're going to play this next one.
You would get it.
What is this? What is this?
I got you your ear.
No, it's not. This ain't my ear.
Yes, it is. Cherry pie punch filling.
My ears don't taste like cherry
Yes,
pie.
they do.
My ears don't.
Yes, they do.
Man, they don't. Yes, they do. No, I don't.
Yes, it do. Why I ate your ear, I should know.
Yeah, I had to do it. Listen, I think the Shillbilly's tears taste like cherry pie. What about y'all? What flavor are these Shillbilly tears, okay? Listen, I had to play that. I thought that was funny. Since it pertains to what we got to look at here tonight with the legendary, great Mike Tyson, who I'm still going to call him great, but I got to call out what I saw with that so-called fight. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let me say this. I'm speaking for myself, and you brothers and sisters in the chat room can let me know if you agree or disagree with this. Coming up as a kid in the 90s, okay? Late 80s, early 90s, okay, on throughout that time, when Iron Mike Tyson was at the height of his fighting prowess and ability, the man was the youngest world heavyweight champion ever at 19 years old, an absolute beast in the ring, okay? Absolute beast. Let me tell you something. He was one of three people that inspired me as a young man as far as athletic and combat excellence is concerned, okay? One, as far as on the sports end of things, definitely the legendary Michael Jordan, all right? That was one person. The second person, of course, Mike Tyson. And the third person was definitely Bruce Lee, okay? All three of those men personified excellence at their particular crafts, and what they did, they set the benchmark high to the point that their very names are not just who they are, their very names are absolute standards for those particular things that they were experts in, okay? So I'm just letting you know the amount of respect that I have for the great Iron Mike Tyson. Now, tonight, we got to talk about everything that we saw. We got to get into a lot of things that pertains to us in Black America, especially Black men, is something that we got to learn, okay? We're going to touch on that particular topic here. In fact, there's been some wait till we play this certain clip before I address that. But I'll tell you something else. This is a bit of a more levity here for you. Did y'all see this sister right here? And I know, ladies, you this part of the broadcast you ain't going to want to hear. But did y'all see this sister right here in that ring? Oh, my God. Listen, you know I am a consistent connoisseur of chocolate excellence. Jesus Christ, boy. When I saw this, I was like, hey, boy, I should have bought a ticket. Salute to my first sergeant, some chick named Star for the cash out. Thank you, my sister. Thank you, first sergeant. But, man, this sister right here, boy, gentlemen, can we take a moment to appreciate this Rolls Royce of feminine elegance on this screen? I don't know her name, but damn it, I want one, okay? I want one. Now, shut up for those of you like, GPS, you got several. That ain't none of your damn business. Listen, you can never have too much feminine elegance like this. Look at these legs. Oh, my God, this glistening skin, that beautiful smile. Okay, now that hair might be hers, but I don't care about that. That looks delicious, okay? That definitely looks magically delicious, like some Lucky Damn Charms, okay? I'm trying to tell you. Man, I don't give a damn what nobody say. We have the finest women on the planet within our lineage. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Nothing compares. Listen, man, I'm not saying that there's no other attractive women outside of Black America or Black folks. There are. But you will always be second tier to these sisters, okay? You just look. You can go get all the lip injections, collagen surgeries that you want. Even if you was able to mimic exactly how Black women look to a T, you just don't have that flavor and that spirit. You just don't. Okay? So listen, man. I know, ladies. Y'all look, I told you I'm a heathen. I admit shit. I am. I'm gonna be one. All right. That's just me, okay? You don't have to follow me. But I'm gonna be the heathen that I'm supposed to be and appreciate this elegant, chocolate, delicious artwork, okay? And our women come in beautiful shapes and sizes of all different colors, okay? But this one here, boy, I like, hey, man, that's the prize right there, boy. I'm going to tell you right now. You put GBS in the ring, and you tell me, hey, listen, man, you got to fight Jake Paul. You knock him out, you get her. Ooh, boy, I'm going to do you bad, boy. I'm going to hurt you, man. Boy, I ain't going to just knock you out, boy. I'm going to hit you so hard that you regress back to your little alabaster demon childhood. I'm trying to tell you, boy, I would knock that boy's soul off the planet. You hear me? For that? Oh, yeah. $20 million would be cool, too, but yeah, let me have some of that, okay? Anyway, I digress. Let me quit corrupting people in here. I forgot I have innocent people. We got to get straight down to business. Listen, y'all want to laugh at me, man? Listen, that is flavorfully delicious. Y'all see this, all right? But anyway. Enough jokes. Let's just go ahead and get into it, right? Yeah, listen, I'm in a great mood, as y'all can tell. Now, here's what I tweeted after that nonsense was over. And first of all, let me give the expletive-laden rant to Netflix. You sorry, no good bastards. You sit here during the fight. And for those of you that experienced this, I think it was most people, if not all, they started having buffering issues. Okay, now as much money as Netflix made, that shit made no damn sense. Netflix, you ain't worth 2 dead flies put together, and I hope your entire staff has nightmares about naked Joe Biden with shit stains twerking in your face, him and Kamari, okay, running around. That's a bunch of them. Naked little Joe Biden midgets twerking in your face. That's what you need to see every night till you wake up in a cold sweat for that shit, okay? Now that I properly curse Netflix. This is what I tweeted, all right? Riddle me this. When has a 27-year-old Black boxer ever challenged a 58-year-old white boxer, secured a win by decision, and was hailed as a great fighter? Hashtag manufactured male bullshit, and I stand on every word of this tweet because we all know, family, that they're like, why you got to put race in it? Well, because I got to go here. We're going to tell the truth over here tonight. I told you, I'm not playing with these bastards. Let me tell you something, man. And salute to the good brother Project Leroy. Cash out, thank you very much, my good man. Family, we all know if, let's just say Gervonta Davis, all right, up and coming, young, talented brother. Keep your eye on that brother, man. That brother got some serious hands, man. A little bit more refinement he needs, but he's a contender. If Gervonta Davis, for hypothetical example, had chosen to fight some 58-year-old white boxer, first of all, they don't have any white legends that old, but let's just say they had the equivalent of an Iron Mike Tyson that was 58 years old, retired, and Gervonta Davis was going to fight him under the same conditions that Jake Paul did and actually secured a victory by decision, they would boo that man out the building. Come on, man. See, look, you alabaster deficient bastards, you hate to compete against people. We got to put your asses on Front Street tonight because you know there's no honor in that at all, okay? And look, let me deal with the Negroes on the other end of the equation. I got to do it. He has to help him secure a $20 million bag. Let me tell you something. I'm happy that my brother got his bag. I am, okay, because he definitely did need it. But damn it, there's some things that are not supposed to be for sale. And this is the serious part here. I want y'all to pay attention, especially you young black men, listen to me. Listen to what I'm telling you. Everything about you is not supposed to be for sale. Your legacy, when you achieve greatness, that is to be protected. Let me tell you why. See, this is the part that I didn't hear anybody mentioning. A lot of people had takes on this. They're entitled to that. I'm going to give you mine. Let me tell you something about legacy. Okay, this applies to you women too, so listen to what I'm saying. Your legacy lives on after you are gone. Your legacy is what inspires future generations of your family to go on and achieve their own greatness, okay? That is a part of what your family is. If you don't understand that, let's talk about legacy. You think about our grandmaster teachers and warrior scholars, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Sojourner Truth, Ida B. Wells, okay? The late, great Queen Mother, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. When you think about these individuals that I just named, you think about what their legacy has inspired us to do. And many that have come before them, okay? Whether you're talking about John Horace, whether you're talking about Bass Reeves, okay? All the great icons of our lineage. There's so many to name. I'll be here all night. I wouldn't have time to do the broadcast. Okay? You get my point. Legacy is power. Don't you ever put your legacy up for sale. Let me tell you something. As black folks in America, especially of my lineage, let me talk to you real quick. See, this is what a lot of other people talking about the bag don't understand. And again, I'm glad my brother got his bag, especially since he needed it. But you better listen to this part right here. First and foremost, when it comes to your legacy, you better understand that transcends you in the physical. As I said, it lives on after you're gone. Your legacy is something that you protect because if you, as a black man or black woman, you know we have to work twice as hard to be half as good as everybody else. If you achieve greatness in spite of all of that, you're supposed to say, hey, listen, I hear what you're talking about. I ain't got nothing to prove. I'll tell you a way Mike could have still got that bag. I'll be like, no, I'm not going to fight you. You hadn't earned a right to fight me, boy. You're not even a boxer. You hadn't earned it. I'd have laughed in his face, but I said, I'll tell you what you can do. You can fight somebody of my choosing. That's your age. How about you do that? Oh, yeah. See, that's how you could have still got that bag. I'll be like, yeah, no, you're not going to fight me. You got to earn that. You got to get in the ring and sweat and bleed the way I have and accomplish what I have before you earn the right to challenge me on anything, boy. Huh? That's what you do with your legacy. Let me talk to all the black men and black women in here. When you reach a certain point and you've achieved greatness, hey, man, you be like, bro, I'm over here. You got to climb up here where I'm at. I'm not negotiating on your terms. I'm up here, okay? That's not arrogance. That's a fact when you can point and say, look at what I've done throughout the years. I've broken records that nobody has ever touched. How can you earn the right by being a fucking internet troll to step in a ring with me? That was a disgrace and a disservice to boxing itself. Okay, and again, I respect the brother Mike Tyson. I understand why he made that decision. I understand why everybody's ranting and raving about that $20 million. But see, let me tell you what this is very serious at. As black folks in America, we better get to a point that if we want to be the empowered people in this country where we're supposed to be, the nation that we built, We're going to have to show people that, hey, we can't be bought. Let me further make this stick, because again, I hadn't heard anybody else saying what I'm about to say to you regarding that. Right now, any one of us, myself, you, anybody in the chat room, if we were trying to acquire a significant portion of economic real estate from, you can take your pick of all the white adjacent communities, the Asians, the East Indians, the Arabs, okay, definitely white society, okay, and the white Hispanics. If we was trying to get a very valuable piece of economic real estate, let's just say some beachfront property from them or something. They own this, it's been in their family for generations. If you go there with whatever dollar amount you think it's worth, they're going to tell you that, like, listen, it ain't even about if you was to pay us twice as much. The point is, we can't sell this because this is a legacy to be passed down in our family. And we definitely not going to sell it to you. It's somebody outside of our race. Oh, we got to go here. Yes, we do. See, what I'm saying to you, white people don't like hearing other black folks talk to you like this because they think that all of us are supposed to be for sale. See, let me tell you something. When you always for sale, you the one that can't be trusted if there was ever a revolution, because all they have to do is find your price and you gonna sell out. And for anybody that thinks I'm being hyperbolic, I tell you what you do, whether it's on this channel or any other, you study history. You study history and see what sellouts have cost our people. Huh? Go ahead and study history. Boabdil the Moor, the last Moorish king, okay, the last great one, the little punk ass. Remember what his mother told him after he turned over the keys to the Alhambra, that fortress? His mother, an African lady, she said, do not cry like a woman for what you could not hold on to as a man. That is one of the most powerful quotes in history. And I remember when I first heard that, I thought about that over and over again. I said, you know what? That's right. That's right. You're not supposed to sell every damn thing attached to you. Look around at our competition, these anti-black races. Do they sell everything? No, they don't. It's some shit they don't care how much you offer them. They're not selling it. Look at Versus, Swiss Beats, and Timberland. Oh, you just had to sell it to them folks. And it ain't never been the same since. And then they got to crying about the deal. I'm like, no, you shouldn't have never sold that. That should be something that they kids supposed to be eating off of. You understand? See, it's incumbent upon me to say this as a Gen Xer, because as y'all often heard me say, one of the things that my generation must do, we must make sure that we do not repeat the mistakes of the boomers. And if you're an on-code boomer, I'm not talking about you, but the greater majority of boomers are not. They were selfish as hell. They didn't leave shit to pass down to their kids because of that fucking sellout mentality. That shit hurts black people, man. See, if you're thinking about yourself, sure, you got your bag. What about your kids down the line? Now, I know what you're saying. Well, $20 million, he can pass that down. Yes, but what about the legacy attached to that? Huh? See, once you do something, it becomes history. You think about what we're going to review here tonight, because, see, I'm going to tell you, man, we got to start setting a trend with the younger generation so they say, hey, yeah, the bag is cool, but the bag can't be everything that I think about, okay? It just can't be. So in this very tweet here, as we get right along to it, family, y'all know that from time to time, the mayonnaise people tend to come over into my threads thinking that their opinion mean a damn. Let me say this vocally. I don't really go back and forth with them on Twitter. If you're a mayonnaise person over here listening, and I don't even care if you're a cool one, if I'm talking to my people, black folks, your opinion don't mean jack shit, okay? See, I get it. A lot of them think their opinion means something because they've been trained to go into other people's threads and spaces, and everybody want to go back and forth with them playing ping pong. I tell you, if you over in my thread, I don't want to see you going back and forth with them. If we talking to each other, let me tell you what you're supposed to do. This is power. You block their motherfucking asses, and you keep talking to other black people. See, if you start shutting them out of that, they will shit breathe. They'll be like, wait a minute, the niggers ain't arguing with us no more? No. Look at what this clown had to say. Chiming in as if what he says means any damn thing. They always butting their mayonnaise nose in where it don't belong. Let me put on a bitch ass voice.
I don't think he's hailed as a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He did do a kindness to Tyson for letting him fight. It's supposed to be fight, but I'm illiterate as hell. Fight again. Fighters like Tyson are born to fight. Each would have knocked the other out if they could.
More of a draw to me. Who gives a fuck what you think? You bitch ass male maggot, you. Let me tell you something, man. First of all, see, remember what I just told y'all about legacy? How many times have you heard them say to black folks that, oh, you should be grateful for this and that? You know, especially when they're talking to a wealthy black person, an athlete mostly, you should be grateful as if they did you a fucking favor, like your talent didn't get you to where you are. See, that's how they look at you. I'm glad that he put that tweet there, because I ain't go back and forth with his punk ass. I just blocked him. I'm like, get your bitch ass out my thread. And running over here, man. See, some of our people got them trained to butt in where they don't belong. I don't play that shit. Okay? If I'm talking to black folks, that's who I'm talking to. Okay? You can watch, you can look or whatever, but don't you put your nose in our business. Y'all stop going back and forth with them, especially in my thread. I can't tell you what to do on your own. But if you're over on my thread, I better not catch you going back and forth with them folks. We talking to each other, that's who we talking to, okay? They can chime in, but shit, it should be a short conversation, all right? Block their ass, keep talking to your own people. That's how you stay focused, and focus is power. Now, this whole thing about he did him a kindness, see, they think that everything that you have is supposed to be for sale, no matter how bad you tarnish your legacy or how bad the optics looks. Oh, hell, just give the nigga some money. That's all. That's all they really want anyway. You better understand how low opinion that these people have of us. You really better understand that. So we're going to further grow right along here because we got a lot more to analyze. I want you to check this out, right? Now, regarding our brother Mike Tyson, and again, salute to him. I still have the utmost respect for him. I just don't respect what he did, all right? But that decision that was made, because it's clear, and we're going to get to that, it's clear that the deal was, hey, don't knock me out, I won't knock you out. I'm going to give you this $20 million. Hey, this will be good for people to see you back in the ring. It's going to help me build my fraudulent so-called fighter career. Think about it. This lame-ass punk bitch trolled his way into being taken seriously as a fighter when you ain't never fought nobody your age, no serious fights. All the fights he had before that was clear they was dives. When I saw him going up against Anderson Silva, for those of you that don't know about the MMA legend Anderson the Spider Silva, are you serious? Did y'all see that? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit right there, when I saw that, that boy, that knocked a real dent in my respect for Anderson Silva. I'm like, nah, brother. But see, here's the problem though. And we gotta go here because a lesson has to be taught no matter how much I respect Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson net worth. How much money has the boxer made throughout his career? There are rumors that Mike Tyson has had more than 100 cars in his lifetime, including a Bentley that cost $500,000. Now, let me say this. Take a swig of this water because I want this to be heard. Oh, yeah. Good old H2O. Let me say this. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor. Lord knows, as black people, we're supposed to enjoy the fruits of our labor, okay? But you got to understand something. You have to understand that your finances, your resources that you work hard to take care of, you have to make sure that you're wise and responsible with your wealth, okay? You have to make sure that you're responsible. See, I've often told y'all over here that just because you can buy something doesn't mean you can afford it, okay? And furthermore, beyond that, even if you can't afford something, if any of you in this chat room, if you are there already, as far as wealthy people, don't put your business out there because I know a couple of you that actually do qualify for that. Or if you're on your way there, let me give you some sound advice about your finances. Okay? If you don't take nothing else from your brother, take this from me. Take moments to sit down and reflect when you start being abundantly blessed, because I definitely know what that's like. When you start to be abundantly blessed, you're supposed to take some time and pause and think about, one, appreciating what you have, and number two, thinking about how can I best use this beyond just my personal needs. Sure, you take care of those things that you always wanted to do. Nothing wrong with that at all. But you also think forward towards the future, okay? Especially if you got children. You think forward towards your children's future, setting them up with investments that are going to pay them perpetual dividends, making sure that they're good with what they need, things of that nature, okay? And then once you rounded all your bases with that, if you got everything taken care of, okay, hey, knock yourself out if you can afford it, all right? And my point is, you should never get into a point where you've gotten to a Mike Tyson success or whoever, and then be in financial straits because you didn't take care of paying your taxes, or you went into debt because you were having access to excess. You remember I told y'all about that. See, watch this. I know it sounds crazy, but you know the best way to destroy certain people, and I'm saying when I say certain people, I'm talking about financially irresponsible people, okay? The best way to destroy you is to give you access to excess. In some cases, it might be fame. In some cases, it might be money. In some cases, it might be status, okay? If I give you access to something, a reckless person, I'm not talking about a responsible person. You give a reckless person access to excess, it eats them up like cancer because it's something they had never had before. And it's kind of, I'll give it to you this way. Let me simplify it. Giving an irresponsible person access to excess is almost like sitting some candy, a baby's favorite candy, in front of them, and then saying, hey, only get one piece. Now, as soon as you walk out of that room, that baby gonna start stuffing their mouth because they don't know no better. Okay? So we have to make sure that analogy does not apply to us. Money is a tool, okay? It's a resource. Don't start looking at it as something to, one, not appreciate what it took for you to earn it. And number two, you should always be thinking, okay, especially if you come from nothing, you should always be thinking, I got to make sure I don't ever return back to that. I got to make sure my children don't have to know what that's like, okay? So, and then here's the most important thing on top of that. When you take care of your finances, it puts you in a position where them folks cannot control you like that, okay? It's hard for them to control you, I'll say that, because we're still in a system of white supremacy. So having money alone is not a protection from that, but it does make it harder for them to control you because you're not as dependent on them as a person that's got to go to them for their daily bread, okay? So that's what I want to say about that, because that's very important, all right? So we got some other things to analyze here, because see, let me pull up something that our brother said, okay? Now, this is the great legendary Mike Tyson's tweet here that he said. Some of you probably already seen this. Again, other people have had their takes on this. That's cool, but they're not going to go where I'm going to go. A lot of them are afraid to go where I'm going to go, but I have to make sure I teach this lesson. And if no one else says it, at least this platform will put the message out here, because I want to see all my people do well. I want to see you enjoy the fruits of your labor, but I want us all to understand the importance of protecting legacy. So the brother Mike Tyson, this was after the fight, he said, this is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. I almost died in June. Hate that happened to that brother. Had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in the hospital. Lord have mercy. I had to fight to get healthy. Had to fight to get healthy to fight. So I won. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you. Now, I respect that brother's take on that, and I do see where he's coming from. But at the same time, let me say this to black folks, okay? If you have greatness in your family on the level of a Mike Tyson in any particular thing, I don't care if it's business, world, sports, whatever the case it may be, you have to make sure that you let them know that not only do you appreciate them because they're famous or they're wealthy or whatever, you have to talk to them and be like, hey, man, and you got to say this, whether it's a man or woman, you got to let them know, hey, man, you know you're one of my heroes. You, in my family, that I grew up knowing you're one of my heroes. Your legacy is valuable to us. We need this protected, okay? This is something that we're going to make sure generations of the family know about so that they will understand that, hey, you know what? Because, see, when you connect it to your family, like I just said, it'll make you think twice, even if somebody dangling a bag in front of you. You'll be like, hey, man, nah, the money is cool. But even if I'm going to consider it, let me talk to my family and see what they think about this, okay? Does what I just said make sense to anybody in here? Y'all get me? Y'all follow me? Y'all follow what I'm saying on that? If you stay close to your family, all right, and I get it. Everybody don't have the best family situation, but you got to have some that you cool with. Consult with them before you make these types of decisions, okay? Because, see, At this point, at this juncture in the hour of our history, you got to understand how white supremacy wants to use those types of optics that we saw with their fight. But see, we're not done yet because I want to further prove my point here. We go ahead and fact of business, put this up here on the screen. Oh yeah, we got some more tweets to read. Okay, so now of all people, the British Piers Morgan with his little prick ass, he chimed in from across the pond because see, let me take the time to say this before I read these tweets. As foundational Black American freedmen, our legacy is worldwide. No matter what we do, the whole world watches it, okay? Especially when it comes to any of our great icons, all right? The whole world is watching. But all the shit they talk about is they can't take their eyes off of us because my people in this chat room, you, each and every one of you are greatness personified, even if you haven't discovered it yet. All of my lineage has it in us, okay? Oh, yes, we do. Now, that particular thing, you may haven't discovered it yet, but it's there. Oh, yes, it is, because you got to understand where we come from as a lineage just for us to be here breathing and talking, okay? Our families went through hell in this country, man, and that doesn't come from a mediocre people. That comes from an extraordinary people. So let me read what Piers Morgan had to say here. And I agree with this assessment. I know hell's going to freeze over, but I do agree with this assessment here. Prime Mike Tyson would have destroyed Jake Paul in 90 seconds, probably less than that. A 58-year-old Tyson went 8 rounds against a much fitter and very capable boxer. That boy ain't no boxer. Half his age. Mock him all you like, but Mike's got the heart of a lion, balls of steel, and will always be an absolute legend, okay? So now, fake Paul, because that's what I'm going to call this bitch ass, fake Paul had to chime in above that because, see, let me tell you something, right? Before I read this, this is something that most men will understand about honor here. And I'm commenting on this not from a couch rider. As you all know, I am a decorated martial artist. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, going back years, okay? So as a fighter, this is why this gets to me, all right? This gets to me because if your honor is on the line and you know that you defended it well, you wouldn't respond like this. Jake Paul know at the end of the day, he know he's a bitch for doing this. You a bitch. You ain't getting no respect, bro. See, a true fighter, if you left it all in the ring, you don't respond to nobody. You're like, hey, man, you saw what I did. It's out there. It's preserved in posterity for everybody to check out. I don't have to answer to you. The history answers for itself. When your conscience is eating you, though, when you know you're nothing but a manufactured internet a clown, fake Paul, you punk bitch, this is what you have to respond. Let me read this. On the right-hand side of the screen, who mocked him? He's a fucking beast. All respect to the baddest ever. It was an honor to share the ring with him. And he's talking about Mike Tyson. He added him. See, again, if you really felt like that you did what you need to do, and salute to the good brother Black Truth United for the cash out. Thank you very much, my brother. If you feel like you did what you need to do in that ring, you don't need to answer nobody about nothing. The story tells itself in the ring. You don't need to say nothing about what you did. You don't need to have no explanation. You be like, hey, man, just go look at the tape. It's out there, okay? And you leave it at that and be looking for your next fight. But see, when you're a punk bitch and you're a manufactured male clown, and see, let me say something to the greater majority of white America, because see, whether it's Caitlin Clark or whoever you want to name and all the Sambos that be behind her, okay, just kissing her little pale, male, narrow ass with a little John Cena, Herman the Monster looking ass self, okay? She looked like Lurch out the Addams Family. Yeah, I'm going there. You have to manufacture your grace. I want y'all to understand that this is why they get so upset when they put a black character into a franchise like a Star Wars, or they mess around and change a character that's always been white, black. And that's something, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't like that, because we have enough people to create our own black characters individually and make them great. And if it's anybody else doing it, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that, okay? Because a lot of people are like, yeah, why are you saying that? Let me tell you why. Because that makes it look like we trying to latch on to what their manufactured legacies are instead of creating our own. So I really don't like when they turn white characters black. I don't. I really don't. I can't stand it. And so that's one thing me and the male mutants agree on. Like, let them have their little funky created characters. We could create our own. See, in order for you to do that, though, you have to really believe that you have greatness in you. We have talented artists and writers and everything that can create our own characters. But see, let me further flesh this out why they fight so hard about characters being turned black or a black character being produced and introduced in something like Star Wars, predominantly right, franchises, video games, whatever, okay? When you're a people that doesn't have any real historical heroes, oh, I'm going there with roller skates on. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. When you are a people in male America that doesn't have any real heroes and you have to manufacture heroes, you fight hard to hold on to that because you're really not great in real life. You're not. You can count on one hand the number of actual great icons that they really have that actually earned it. They can fail their way to the top. Literally. Think I'm lying? Or let's run down a short list. Look at George W. Bush, one of the dumbest American presidents ever outside of Joe Biden, command me. Okay? He failed his way to the top. C fucking student in Harvard, became the president of the United States. Do we need to keep going? Elon Musk, South African fleeing alabaster tether, yes, I'm calling that, fled his ass over here and became the wealthiest man in the world off of United States government subsidies, our tax dollars. That man is dumb as a box of rocks. He didn't earn none of that. Now, he did already come from a wealthy family. And see, for those of you that don't know, because, you know, you have a lot of Elon Musk ass kissers, let me tell you something about Elon. And you can verify this. You don't need to take my word for it. Look it up. Did you know that Elon came over here as a student? He just overstayed his visa. So really, his punk ass should be deported too, to be honest with you. They should have got him. I wish Homer was around when his ass was over here. But, you know, they don't deport the white ones like that. But I digress. That's a little fact for you, though, because Elon, like, yeah, look up how he stayed over here. Overstayed that visa and just didn't ever go home, okay? The rest is history. Now, I said all that to say this, family. Them people don't have no real heroes. So when you take L's that long, see, you got to think about what it's like to be them and why they hate us so much. They have to sit there and go, you know what? We know our legacy and our history ain't where two dead flies put together at all. So I tell you what we got to do. We got to fight hard to make up some shit. We'll just manufacture some greatness. And that's going to be the standard for us. Never mind honor, integrity, actual competition, all that don't mean nothing. We've been losing for so long. So we got to just make up some shit. Let's do that. And the minute that anybody try to encroach upon our fabricated greatness, we got to go to pieces and just jump up and scream bloody murder, because that's exactly what it is when you try to encroach upon their foolishness, okay? See, that's why as men especially, we can't respect y'all like that over there in Alabaster America. You're frauds. You know you're frauds. And then here's the crazy thing. When you can clearly see that they're mediocre, whether it's a Caitlin Clark, a Jake, or fake Paul, or whoever, they'll sit there and try to troll you as if these people are really great and talented. When you can see right in front of your face, like, no, they're not. No matter how bad your little alabaster porcelain heart wants it to be, it's not the case. Case in point, when you get in something like the NBA or the NFL, where you can't really manufacture shit, you get your asses tore out the frame. Anytime you compete on a level playing field, even in academia, you get your asses tore out the frame. So I understand, in a sense, what that must be like to just lose over and over and over again. And if I could relate to it, damn it, I can kind of understand why you just have to manufacture your greatness. Okay? That must be a very sad thing to wake up every day with your little pink, thin earthworm lips and know that you basically suck. You are a genetic fucking failure. That's what you do. Failure is bred into your DNA, just like deception. This is why they will jump up and cheer for a Jake Paul. Oh, they ain't gonna like this broadcast. Oh, dare you say that? What about our great white nope? Yeah, that's right. Your great white nope. I'm saying it about you. And I'm talking about you too. If your punk ass is cheering for that. Yeah, see, that's how you take the air out there, Sis. You hit the ass with a dose of truth and reality. So now we got to further go on here and analyzing this, because I told y'all, it's all gas, no brakes over here. I want y'all to check this out because, see, let me show you something real quick. I'm going to play this whole thing about this slap, right? And I'm going to play it a couple times. I want to see if y'all catch what I catch when I play this for you. I played it a couple times for you because I wanted you to see that, all right? How many of y'all caught what Jake Paul did? How many of y'all caught what he did? A lot of people are like, man, he stepped on Mike Tyson's foot. I ain't really see him step on his foot. But I'm going to tell you what I did see. This little punk ass white boy here, okay? Little alabaster mailman. Him and his brother are known for their anti-black racism and trolling, okay? All kinds of goofy shit they've done on YouTube over the years. I don't even need to go into the history of that. It's already well documented. Did you see him crawling up on stage? He was supposed to be acting like a fucking monkey. That's what he called himself trying to do. Huh? You see, listen, man. For all you jackasses that keep ranting and raving about that $20 million, $20 million, $20 million, I got a question for you. Can somebody pay to disrespect you? Let's really ask this question for the people that keep going, $20 million, man, he got the bag. Great, I'm happy for him. My question is, just how much does it cost for somebody to be able to disrespect you? Let's go further. Just how much does it cost for somebody to be able to disrespect you in front of your wife and your children if you have any? Your mother, your father, your grandparents, huh? Your nieces and nephews, little cousins. Somebody pay you to be, because see, we got to ask these questions because, listen, I'm not going to judge you for whatever answer you give. That's something you're going to have to deal with. If you the black person that's like, man, I can be bought. Because see, let me tell you something. If that's what you're going to do, is be a person that everything's up for sale, don't complain when you don't get respect. See, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say that you're going to be a black man or black woman where everything about you is for sale and then you want to turn around and have your self-respect too. It don't work that way. You're going to have to choose one or the other. You can get the bag or you can keep your self-respect. Because see, I'm going to tell you something. For the people that are like, man, but that was $20 million. You should have enough faith in you that you can make your own millions of dollars. Especially if you got that kind of talent. Come on now. For those that don't know, Mike Tyson is doing very well in the cannabis industry. Man, I mean, he ain't hurting for no money now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like he just destitute, like, you know, sad to say I'm not mocking him. He ain't in Dame Dash position, okay? And Lord knows that's sad how Dame lost off most of his finances like that. You know what I'm saying? That's very sad. You know, a lot of things that should have been done different, but this is why I talk to my people the way I talk to them, okay? So Mike, Mike ain't no poor dude. He wasn't no poor dude before this fight. You know what I'm saying? He was doing well. And a couple of things. The brother has a speaking tour going on. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I do know he was out in Vegas a couple of times where he was talking about his life story and everything. I think he does still have that going on or what have you, but he get paid big bucks just to talk about his life story, okay? So it ain't like this man is like destitute where he don't have no money, where he just had to take this disrespectful shit. So, listen, man. At the end of the day, that's something that, everybody in Black America gonna have to answer that question for themselves. But you better remember, I told it to you first. You are not gonna be able to say, hey, I'm gonna sell out and I still want to keep my self-respect. It just don't work that way. Not gonna happen, right? I'm telling you now, don't. All you gotta do is look at white America. Because see, I want you to look at the pictures here of this brother, okay? Very serious brother, all right? You know what I'm saying? When you look at Mike Tyson, let me tell you something. Let's just hypothetically say we didn't know who Iron Mike Tyson was. Didn't know nothing about this man. Damn it. You look at this brother's face. That's all business. That lets you know that you can see what a person is about before they speak. That look like somebody you want to play with? Huh? You understand me? And see, let me tell you why I'm saying this. You better understand how white supremacy looks at a dominant black male, okay? Oh, no, that can't stand for too long. We got to either get you in a dress. We got to paint your nails. If not, we got to humiliate you some type of way. We got to turn you into a joke to soften you up. You know why? Because you look at this man's face, okay? Regardless of what you think about him, we ain't even talking about the fight at this point. We talking about the bigger picture. When you have a dominant black male on display before the world, don't you know that inspires future generations? Let me talk to my brothers in here. All of y'all can relate to this, whether you FBA or not. How many of you remember from your earliest memories as a little child that there was some man that you looked up to, whether it was in your family or outside, and be like, man, I want to be like him. No matter what it was you admired about him, that inspired you. You better understand that the war that these people are waging against us is not just physical, it is psychological. And one of the main psychological weapons is whoever is the most prominent, the most powerful, the most dominant amongst you, find a way to diminish that so that it diminishes future generations from thinking that they can attain that. See, when you crush, think about it, right? Let's take it away from Mike Tyson in the real world. I really want younger people to understand this, so I'm going to give this analogy. You think about what your favorite superhero was, fictional superhero as a kid. Think about what happened anytime you saw that fictional superhero, the good guy, take a good hard L from the bad guys. You ain't like that. Hell, if you was like me coming up, you think about it, if you was into professional wrestling, the NWA, WWF days, things of that nature. Okay, yeah, I'm showing my age. Hey, I'm a Gen X. I done told you. I'm from the water hose generation, damn it. We built different. Man, you think about what happened if you saw your favorite wrestler, man, your favorite babyface wrestler get the crap kicked out of him. Oh, man, that kind of demoralized you a little bit as a kid. You ain't like that, most of us. Now, it was an occasion here you had some wrestlers or what have you, or even some cartoon characters that you kind of was stuck between rooting for them and the good guy. But in general, if your favorite character got smashed down on, that kind of, it did something to you, okay? So you got to think, let's transition back to the real world when you see real black heroes that look like you. And then they embarrass them or try to disparage them or diminish them. You got to think about how that affect the kids. So that's the other thing I want to throw in there about just the bag, okay? See, this is a picture of the brother Mike Tyson when he was younger, okay? Let's look at this for a minute. Brother's dressed in Tommy Hilfiger. Yes, we know the history behind Tommy Hilfiger, anti-black racist ass. But he's dressed nice, okay? Brother's got his own place. That's part of his estate. And this brother walking around with a damn tiger. Now, you think about how that looks to the average white supremacist. They're like, oh, hell no, nigger. Sitting up here, you're clean, you're rich, you're wealthy. Even our women want to bang you. And you're walking around with a damn tiger? Oh, God damn it. We got to figure a way to get this nigger. We got to get him, okay? We got to make him get himself something. We can't have these strong masculine images up here. We can't do it, or just can't do it, okay? I'm just trying to let you know how they see this, all right? Listen, that's how they see it. They don't want to see you. Especially, look, see, here's the problem. Being wealthy, young, and black, successful, whether you're a man or woman, okay, if you're attractive sister, you successful, that's one thing. You want to know where the problem comes in at? The problem is when you start becoming a household name to their children above their athletes and heroes and entertainers. You see where I'm going? Oh, no, sir. And listen, white America, I do understand. I get it. I really do get it. I get it. I 100% get it. Your children should look up to your own icons first. They should. That's normal for any race, okay? I'm going to tell y'all right now. There are people that I respect outside of our lineage, our race, but all my heroes are black. I've always had black heroes. Let me tell you something. Even back in the day when we didn't have much representation on TV and certain movies or, the cartoons or professional wrestling, things I looked at when I was coming up, I was a guy. I was like, okay, if there's not a black person, I'm going to pretend there's one back there, okay? Hell, a lot of us imagine ourselves being the hero, okay? So my point is this. I've never been built to idolize their heroes. They're manufactured heroes, okay? I'm just not built that way, okay? There's plenty that I can name. I'm like, okay, this was an interesting character or whatever the case may be, athlete, you're talented. But as far as saying you my hero, no, that is an honor that's strictly reserved for my people because I don't place any other people above our own. I just don't. And that's not something my family had to teach me either, okay? That's just something it was in me from ever since I was a kid, and it has remained with me ever since. So I was just showing y'all a couple of images of the brother Mike because, see, I want to play this clip right here. Y'all probably seen it. I want you to listen to what he's about to tell this young sister because, see, a lot of people are saying that this was an indicator of kind of what was going to happen during the fight, and I have to tend to agree because this was a very, very odd response to him to give. Now, it's within Mike Tyson's character to say something like this, but I want y'all to listen to what he's about to tell this young sister here because again, as much as I respect this young brother, this brother, he shouldn't have talked to this young sister and said this. All right. Now let's be clear before he says it. I completely understand that if you look at it on his face, yes, in a sense, there's some truth to it, but I'm going to let it play, and then I'm going to tell you what I disagree with if you hadn't already caught the beginning of my broadcast here. Let it play.
This fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before, someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody?
True.
You think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think, I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the fuck cares about me when I'm gone? Well, my kids maybe, or grandkids.
Now, and I see some of you, I agree with you, that did let me down also, but see, I have to address this the right way because I've heard people touch on it. Let me go ahead and state something to you about what the brother Mike Tyson just said. Find me his white equivalent of his success level in any given thing and see them talking about that. See, let me explain to you why we have to disagree with Mike Tyson and brothers like Rakim when he goes and calls Eminem a mediocre, corny-ass rapper, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Let me say this to everybody under the sound of my voice when you listen to me live and recorded. When you become an icon or a legend, that doesn't belong to you anymore. Not just you. Yes, you did it and you accomplished it. But as a member of our group and our tribe, that is a standard set for our people, period, to look at for generations. If we proclaim you the greatest, you don't get to pass that mantle off to somebody else, like Rakim did with Eminem. That's not up to you. So even if Rakim said it, hey, brother, that don't count. We, the people, your people christened you the greatest. That's something that you earned in our eyes. So even if you forgot what that means or you never knew the importance to our people, you still don't have the authority to pass that on to anybody else. Now let's deal with what Mike Tyson said. Regarding legacy, that is everything because, see, you're not going to hear no white folks get up on TV and say that, whether it's a Mick Jagger or whoever, any of their old icons in rock and roll or sports. You think about the Kyle Pittys and all the rest of them in racing or what have you. None of them are ever going to say that. You know why? Because white folks know legacy is every damn thing. You think about how, look, let me show you something. Y'all ready to laugh? Oh, y'all, sisters, you gonna love this. Y'all remember that damn Bo Derek? Now, I know young people like, who the hell is Bo Derek? Trust me, if you look this little slim earthworm, little alabasters up, that's gonna be funny. Bo Derek was the little heifer that she finally figured out how to put some braids in her head. And oh boy, white people have not shut up about Bo Derek's braids ever since till this day. Now, why am I saying that? Because that set a legacy for them that, see, we can do what the black people do. Let me tell you white folks something. When you put them so-called braids in your head, that shit don't even have no soul that a black person's hair have. That is not the same. I don't know what you're going to call them, but they definitely not braids on the same level as our people. When our sisters put braids in their hair or whatever type of style they get with their natural hair, it's ornate, it's elegance. It has power and a history behind it. It has an ambiance to it to the point that your little weird asses want to, can I touch your hair? And boy, you cheat you. If you especially sisters from the South, you really better try to touch a sister hair from the South. Hell, man. And look, I remember when I used to route fishbone braids and things of that nature and two-strand twists back in the day. You had to get them weirdos coming, can I touch your hair? Like, yeah, if I can break your face. And we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Put your damn nasty alabaster hands in my damn head when you sitting there kissing dolls in the mouth. So don't know where your damn hands been. You don't wash them when you come out the restroom. Think I want to let you contaminate the holy hair on my head? That's how I see mine. Look, I see every part of me as great, okay? And you should too. We are wonderfully made and we are unique throughout the world as black people, whether you FBA or non-FBA, okay? You better appreciate yourselves. But see, when it comes to legacy, you're not going to hear them talking like that. No, hell no. They are not going to tell you what Mike Tyson said. That's just not going to happen. Because see, let's get into this fight here, okay? I'm going to see if I can play something for y'all. I want to show y'all a little bit more, but I don't know how much I'll be able to get away with showing. I want to play this, then I'm going to make some commentary on it because, see, man, you know what? Hold on. I'll tell you what. I ain't going to play that just yet. Hold on. We're going to look at some other things. Then I'll play that for you. I'm going to scroll on towards this, and then I'll come back to that part I was going to show y'all because we got to call this out for what it is, and if nobody else says it, I got to be the one to put it out here in the ether.
Favorite fighter. His dad broke down in tears when he told him he was going to face Mike Tyson. We are putting the real and surreal, and Tyson in his trademark coming out fast, or how fast he can be at 50.
Okay, so now played a little bit of this, all right? Because I don't know how much they're going to let you show the whole thing here. But tell you what I'm going to do. I want y'all to take a good look at that, all right? Take a good look. Now, you remember when Mike Tyson was training. Tyson was a beast. I'm talking about his footwork was there because there are just certain things you have ingrained into you as a fighter from muscle memory. Let me tell you something. As a martial artist, I no longer compete. But I'm going to tell you right now, run your ass up on me if you want to, boy. I am lethal with these hands and feet. I will beat your ass and enjoy every second of it, okay? If you are not a trained fighter, don't run up on me, man. Don't do that because I'm going to have fun with that. You don't forget those things is the point I'm making. I'm not trying to go for who tied the bear, like we say down here in the South. But what I'm telling you is no matter what you're good at, be it a basketball player, football player, yes, we all get older, all right? Let's not rule that out. Yes, age is a factor, but if you in fairly decent shape and you can walk and you upright, you don't have no major back, leg pain, arm pain, or nothing that or some type of health condition that prevents you from being able to perform the way you used to perform as far as just the basics, you still gonna retain that skill set, okay? So my point was Mike was, man, hey, during his training, that dude was a beast. I got a short of his training up over here in my short section. You can check that out. But see, I'm going to pause this right quick. I want to show you something else, all right? I want to show you something else. Fact of business. Let me do this way. We'll put this overlay up over that part, and then we'll show you this. I want y'all to take a look at this. I want you to listen to the commentary that's about to be made on it.
Definitely rigged. Here's some evidence you might have missed. Tyson was doing fantastic at the beginning, landing some big shots and knocking Jake around the ring. But that changed when Paul clenched with Tyson. It's alleged he whispered into Tyson's ear to cool it, and the message was confirmed received by Tyson with the affirming tap on the back. After that moment, Tyson became a stick in the mud, standing directly in front of Paul with no more aggressiveness to him. Like here, for instance, Tyson can see the right hand plain as day and makes no attempt to slip it. My next reason is Tyson was definitely pulling his punches. Tyson looked as if he was struggling to hold back and not throw punches at Paul. Here's a perfect example. Tyson deflects the shot off his shoulder, comes up in perfect position to land a counter right hand, but does nothing. Very uncharacteristic. And my final reason is Tyson biting his glove. The reason he was doing this was to remind himself not to throw punches and let Jake control the pace. Was this fight a fake? Let me know in the comments.
All right, so now you heard that on that little short clip there, and I have to agree with that. Because when you really look at what they showed you right there, come on, man. How can you really argue with that? And see, let me deal with something else. I want to ask the brothers and sisters in the chat room that are old enough to remember seeing the brother Mike Tyson fight, for any of us that's ever been to his fights in person, okay? Let me ask everybody a question. Do you remember, and to go to show you how devious white supremacy is with the lies they have orchestrated, do you remember when that announcer was talking to Roy Jones Jr.? If you didn't see this, you can go and play it back on Netflix to confirm what I said, okay? Do you remember that announcer that kept saying that, oh, well, I've seen Tyson bite on his gloves throughout his career? I don't remember seeing that. And listen, I was watching Tyson when he was young, on into the 90s. Who here remember Mike Tyson biting on his gloves in the ring? I ain't never seen that man do that shit. And the announcer, oh, that's something he does in the ring. I've seen it throughout it. No, you didn't. See, you see how white supremacists tell. First of all, somebody correct me if you seen it, because I ain't never seen it. I've watched many of his fights, and I've been to a couple of them. Let me tell you something, man. I ain't never seen that man do that shit. No, I had never seen it. I won't. Look, if somebody have seen it, correct me in the chat room. Let me know what you saw, because I have not seen that. I just haven't. Okay, that right there, like I said, that had to be a part of a signal. And that makes sense that when he clinched him, he was letting him know, hey, man, slow up, man. You're making me look bad. And after that, man, we saw what happened. Too many damn openings in that. See, for those of us that are actual fighters, whether you box or martial artists, you know that when there's certain openings, hey, man, you gonna clinch and capitalize on that. It's sleepy by time. Unless they block that or what have you. So what I'm saying is, you look at the different times that Tyson had to really rock his damn chin or give him what we call a chinchilla, not the coat, a chinchilla, okay? Crack that chin one good time, man, and put it on ice so you go to sleep. Let me tell you something, man. He had too many opportunities to knock this boy tattoos straight off his body, and he didn't do it. I'm talking about he got in there and it was just like, okay, go ahead and pull the trigger. You're like, damn, Mike, what's up? You got him, bro. Go ahead and put him down. He could have knocked him out, to be honest with you. Because if you look at a couple of times during that fight, when he was really starting to tag her, that's when he clinched and was like, hey, man, come on, dude. Don't you want this 20 million, man? Come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? Man, he could have knocked that little ragged-ass, beaver-ass hair that he called a beard off of his damn chin, man. Too many times. Boy, little lice-loaded loser that he is. So anyway, I tell you what I'm going to do. Because you know this is Netflix. I want to play some of the sound because I don't know how much they'll let you show. I want to play some of the sound for this, man, and I'm going to stop it to give some commentary on certain things.
Roy Jones.
He's very fast at 58 still, as you saw right there. He's still Mike chasing Jake around the ring like that.
Again, these are 2-minute rounds. Tyson requested the 2-minute rounds, wanting to see more action. He just landed the overhand right, testing the beard of Paul.
Here we see Mike early landing his jab right there that really knocked Jake back. I think that's his most effective punch of the round. But then we see the right hand grazes Mike Tyson by Jake Paul. That would have been a good shot had it been on the.
Okay, so now I'm gonna pause that right there. I got to comment on this because see, family, let me ask you something. Yes, Mike is 58 years old here in this fight. How many times have you ever seen Mike Tyson just drop his guard and let somebody tag him on his damn jaw like that? Again, I've never seen the biting on the glove thing that lion-ass announcer kept talking about, and I ain't never seen no professional fighter, not just Mike Tyson, no professional fighter just drop their guard and not even try to step back or deflect or dodge the punch. Just let you hit him on the face, huh? Really? Now, for those of you that was watching how this man trained, did that look like that was realistic? Come on, man. Real talk. Did anybody else think that was, yeah, man, he was so good? And then let's go here. Let's get off of Mike for a minute. Look at this big, pudgy, out of shape, punk ass troll, fake Paul, this little snow beast with his slovenly form. Look, alabaster men, this is why you get your ass to it when you fight brothers. Because look how out of shape your form. If you try to fight the average brother like this, like Jake Paul here, little pudgy ass, man, you already know, boy. We're going to introduce your ass to Combo Nation, okay? And I said it that way for a reason. Boy, we going to induct you into the Combination Hall of Fame. Eat your ass up, man. Little slovenly form, just sloppy, man. No good footwork, okay? Because look, see, I'm going to tell you right now what I want to see. Fight somebody your age, Jake Paul. Fight a boxer right now. I don't care whether it's Gervonta Davis. Hell, fight John Jones. Fight him. I bet you won't do that. Oh, please do that. Please, come on, do that. Now, listen, see, but we already know his people ain't going to let him have that happen. You got to protect the little marshmallow, man. You got to do that, okay? Look, y'all name some names. Who y'all want to see fake Paul actually fight? Name some names, okay? Come on, man. Who y'all want to see him fight? boxers that's young right now, about his age, 27, 28 age range, we'll say owner 32. Name some people that y'all want to see him fight right now. Audience participation time. Cause see, I got a point to prove with this. Okay, I see Edward Bell say Haney, Wilder, woo, Rampage Jackson, oh hell. Come on, keep it. Hey, Terrence Crawford. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Dad Miller TV. Hey, now you're talking. With my box. Tank Davis. Woo, 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 woo. You know what? Listen, man. Brothers. Because, see, you know, the sisters are fair ladies over here. We can't have them stepping out their femininity. My brothers who are boxing and fighting fans, okay, even if it's martial arts, boxing, mixed martial arts, whatever. Brothers, how about we start tagging some of these folks, man? How about we start tagging some of these folks like, hey, man, which one of y'all gonna go take care of that for the culture, man? Huh? Because, look, y'all got some names, but them some hitters y'all put in there, boy, for real, okay? We might have to take it upon ourselves to start, hey, listen, man, come on now. For the culture, you can't let him get away with this, boy, because this is some bitch-assery of another level. I don't give a damn about $20 million. Again, salute to the great Iron Mike Tyson for getting his money. But, man, some things are deeper than money, man. We're going to let it continue.
So Mike barely escaped that one.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was. I don't like Mike's legs at 58, though.
The first round he's won.
Now, you see when he threw that sloppy-ass punch that he missed? See, let me talk to y'all. Ladies, you're going to learn something here, okay? When he threw that sloppy-ass punch that he missed, all right, and his head was down like that, man, don't you know it's time to send your ass to Sandman land, boy? Look, I'm going to tell you right now, had that been me, you whiff a punch like that and you catch nothing but air, I promise you, the minute that you do it, because see, I'll let you in on a little secret about me. I'm nasty. Not only am I going to go with your miss, I'm going to sidestep so that I can get good position to hook your damn head. And when I hit you, I'm going to try to make sure you go straight to the ground. You going from your feet to the floor, okay? See, your body positioning and your footwork is everything in a fight, okay? See, a lot of people just focus on your hands. Oh, no, them feet and them legs are just important. Because, see, not only is it going to get you in and out, okay, as far as dodging, it's going to put you in the best position to be able to use your hands to deliver the most efficient strike, okay? Or you whiff a punch like that and your head down, and then he got a big log-ass head at that, so it ain't like you going to miss that big-ass head. Well, to put his ass down, man. But see, Tyson didn't capitalize on that, so I can understand why people like, nah, bro, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. We going to try to play a couple more little clips here, because you know you can't play much of this stuff here, but fair use, fair use.
In more than 2 decades.
Yeah, I don't like Mike's legs. I don't like Mike's legs.
2 rounds. Jake Paul, 12 of 53, 23%. Tyson coming out aggressively. Tyson, 7 of 34, 18%.
Like I said, I don't like the fact that they keep messing with that mouthpiece.
Oh, the top, triple left.
See, man, brothers, I know we got to go over this, right? We got to go over it. Did you see how he was throwing the little bitch-made punches? Jake Paul, that is? Did you see that? I know it's terrifying. It's horrible and nauseating to watch. But, man, look, let me tell you something, dude. Really, what you're supposed to do is somebody coming in consistently with the weak jabs like that, you can parry, and then that's where you come off your hip with that other arm. Now, you can either go to the head or the body, or if you're nasty like me, I'm going to combo your ass and come around with that other hand. Body, head, body, okay? Huh? And then don't get staggered, because now it's time to bulldoze your ass. Let me tell you something, boy. You put a good shovel hook in a combination like I just read off to you, ooh, oh yeah, you gonna feel that. You going down, bucko. Especially you get hit with somebody with some power behind their hands, man. Boy, look here, man. let me stop. They be like, he's promoting violence. Shut up, you whining bastards. I'm talking about sports for the male mutants. Because, see, they don't like it when somebody actually analyze this foolishness and this fuckery. Gonna sit up here and call this damn internet troll a boxer. Get the fuck out of here. There's none of us that are real fighters that's going to respect that bullshit at all, okay? Yeah, man. So, you know, I just wanted to show y'all a couple of things. I ain't going to even we gonna go ahead and just kind of scroll past some of the rest of the fuckery here because, I mean, man, look. Let me see if I can play this part. I want y'all to check this out.
You know, and I know how hard it is to like get back up there, and I just have to give it to Mike Tyson. You know, I'm not surprised.
Look at how fake this.
So now, you saw the end of that. I think I missed that part where his brother was talking shit. Hold on, let me see if I can find that real quick. That might be in the other part coming up here because we got to talk about that as well. Oh, trust me, we're going to get there. Yeah, I think that's in the other part coming up here. So we'll deal with that. But see, I'm going to play something for y'all because we just went over where the brother was breaking down all different things that look suspect about that. I'm going to play this for y'all real quick again. I want y'all to take another look at it because see, some people, oh man, you just hate, man, because the white boy won by decision. First of all, if you call that a win, and then see, let's talk about that before I play this next clip. A true warrior, okay, a warrior, will not accept something like that. And we just won't. Because it's like you have to know, see, this is what separates men from women, okay? And I'm not saying that sisters aren't competitive, but fighting, that is a man's thing, okay? Yes, we have women that fight. Shout out to the great Clarissa Shields, okay, and many others. And by the way, I rarely ever do this, but I'm going to give props where props is due. For those of you that watched the entire fight card up to Mike Tyson with the Netflix fight there, I got to give Serrano her props. You know I do not really step outside of my community as far as praising other people. I respect fighters, though. Serrano was the truth. That sister there, not well, our sister, but that chick there, the little, I think was she Brazilian chick there that fought that dirty ass headbutting Irish bitch. Man, Serrano was the truth. If she wouldn't have cheated, see, look, I wish the rules should have been set up this way. Because I believe that referee was on the take as far as them. Maybe the little Irish bitch had people pay him off. I don't know. Because after she headbutted Serrano that second time, she should have been disqualified. But if I was the referee, if you're not going to disqualify, I'd be like, all right, now, if you headbutt her again, then it ain't going to be no rules in this fight. She can do whatever she want to do to you. And we just let it roll like that. That's what I wish would have happened. See, you couldn't have me being a referee, and I'm in charge. I'll be like, hey, do it again now. After that, it's going to be no holds barred. How about that? Since you want to throw your damn head in the way, because don't nobody fight like that. But I digress. Shout out to Serrano, though. I hope it's a fair rematch where there's an actual decent referee where she can beat the fucking brake shoes off of her like she was supposed to, and she would have won that fight. I say she did win, to be honest with you. Because the bitch should have been disqualified, the Irish heifer, okay? Taylor, whatever the fuck her name. Dirty motherfucker. But I digress. I'm going to play this again, though, and I want y'all to check out a couple of things that was brought up in the earlier clip there that I showed y'all.
Look at how fake this fight is. Tyson could have ended it with a knockout here, but instead, he chose to just run around and do nothing. Look at how fake this fight is. Tyson could have ended it with a knockout here, but instead, he chose to just run around and do nothing.
All right, so now I played that back twice because, listen, let me ask a question. Is there any brother in here, and you ain't even got to be a professional fighter or have competed in any type of combat sports? We just talking fighting in general. Is there any brother in here that if you was fighting somebody with that opening, is there any way that you would have not pulled the trigger on that? Come on now. With the clips that I just showed you twice there, is there any man in this chat room that's ever gotten into a fight in your life that if somebody leave that sweet opening with all that jaw meat exposed, you trying to tell me that you ain't going to deliver the disconnect computer sound that where you just go ahead and hook the jumper cables up and light that damn brain up to the point that they be like, oh shit, this was a bad idea to fight this nigga right here. Come on now. Is there anybody that wouldn't deliver the damn power company, you know what I'm saying, to that damn jaw? Come on now, because see me, woo, jaw like that, I'm like, man, see, time will have to stand still, and I'll be like, Lord, let me pray for this fool. Okay, and I'm going to pray for myself, because see, what I'm about to do, when I deliver this blow to this sucker's jaw right here, boy, I'm going to smash all them teeth and they're gonna turn to chicklets. He gonna have to be sipping shit through a straw by the time they wake his ass up. But that's just too much of a gift right there. Do you understand how? Look, see, ladies, y'all don't understand. When y'all be cat fighting and scratching and clawing, and I know a couple of y'all sisters in here can throw them hands, but see, when men, the thing about it is when we fighting, brothers, y'all know this feeling I'm talking about. I know I'm not the only one that has it. Boy, when we get no openings like that, man, you understand the birds and the music that be singing. We be enjoying that shit in our head. There's probably different tunes that be playing in some brothers' head. I'm just saying, man, we enjoy the sweet science of fighting. So my point is this: you leave that kind of opening, man, to anybody that's going at it with you. Oh, you got it, boy. Maybe we'll go ahead and get you a comfortable pillow and a blanket, tuck you in, boy, because it's time to put your ass to sleep. But see, I'm not the only one that had critique about this. Oh, no, I'm not. Because see, you know, and I will respect this. I will say this. It's going to shock y'all. I respect that even when the white folks call out the bullshit, because you have some white people calling it out. So I'm going to play a little bit of this, and I'm going to let you know what I agree with and what I disagree with. Because, listen, man, there's a small percentage of them folks that understand that was some bullshit, and they're not going to sit up there and go along with the damn any win by any means necessary. Because like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, had that been a 58-year-old white boxing legend and a 27, 28-year-old boxer, fake boxer coming up and then got a unanimous decision on that and counted as a victory, man, they would have been up in arms. They'd be like, oh, you a fraud, you a fluke. How could you fight a 58-year-old man? They would have been whining about all of that. So salute to the few, the little small 3% of white people that actually call this bullshit out. We're going to examine some of this now.
The senior slayer failed to slay this old legend as the fight went to a decision, and it was definitely a boxing match of some sort if we were able to watch it, but we could barely even watch the fight from all the buffering. And I don't even know which one was better, the buffering or the fight itself, because honestly, parts of it looked like Jake Paul was kind of not trying to knock out Mike Tyson at times. You know, he wasn't as aggressive as we've seen him in other fights. Maybe he respected the power of Tyson, maybe he just respected Tyson as a legend. And can you imagine, there was a guy who spent like $2 million for like some kind of VIP package just to watch that in the arena. But at least he didn't get the buffering that we all did, right? At least the fight didn't pause and freeze. That was the most...
Speaking of pause and freezing, let me pause and freeze it right here because I want to ask a question. I want to verify something because I know what I was seeing on social media as the fight was going on, but need a little bit of audience participation here. Let me ask the question to my folks. For those of you that did see the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, did y'all get the buffering issue? I did, okay, because I know I did. Let me ask, was y'all, anybody in my chat room able to watch that straight through with no technical issues? I want to see if it was like this for everybody or was it just me or what? How many of y'all that saw the fight was able to watch it all the way through with no type of issues, okay? How many times? All right, I mean, how many people were in here that was able to watch that with no issues? Did the rest of y'all have buffering issues? Okay, I'm seeing Bruce, he said it was buffering. During the Serrano fight, Project Leroy said it was buffering. And Steel Kevin Trees said he think he could see it. Okay. Oh, man. Now, see, my lieutenant is up there in Canada with her gorgeous self. He said it was kind of glitchy. Okay. EJ said he got a lot of buffering. Dan Miller TV said he worked part-time at a bar. No issues on their TVs. Okay, so see, that's what I just wanted to find out. Was it everybody? So it was a few people that, depending on where you were or what have you, that was able to catch it with no issues. For those of us here like myself, hey, it was coming in and out. So I just wanted to find it out for myself. But let's let this analysis continue because, again, this is a white boy pointing out some of the very same things that I was saying about this fight.
Annoying thing in the world because we watch fights all the time. We hardly ever have these streams freeze, right? Multiple times during the fight. It made me even more annoyed before the fight even started. For it to happen during the fight as well. I was about to log off and continue watching Penguin or something. And I understand Netflix, it's, I think, their first live stream for any sporting event, so I understand there's going to be technical difficulties and stuff, but just as a combat sports fan who's been watching this kind of stuff forever, it was annoying, dude. It was not fun, and it's going to make a lot of fans hate the fight even more than they would have if the fight didn't freeze as often as it did. And the pacing, too, like, dude, boxing always has the worst pacing. They say the main event is going to start at 11 p.m. Eastern. It started at, like, midnight, and the main card started at 8. How did these cards start 2 hours before UFC cards and end at the same time? Like, bro, the pacing was bad. We had to wait through all these commercials and just these commentators talking to each other. Not even like interesting topics. They were just talking. They're pretty much just yapping the whole time, trying to fill up air. The fights are buffering. The entrance was so long for Jake. The guy came out with a car that was moving at 2 miles an hour. The cameramen were walking faster than the car. Too much theatrics in boxing, man. There's way too much of that. It's not WWE. It's not professional wrestling. Then even during the introductions, it's buffering and freezing. The announcer takes forever to announce Mike Tyson. The one, the only, the once an attorney, the once there'll ever be, baddest man of the... Like, bro, come on, man. You're glazing him in front of everybody. Even Tyson was probably annoyed of it. He's like, yo, let me fight already. Finish your introduction. Everyone knows Mike Tyson. And then during the fight, there's buffering. The rounds are 2 minutes. The breaks between rounds are 1 minute. Playing commercials in between rounds in a pay-per-view main event, which is another thing we never see. It breaks the immersion. Like, we're in the fight when we're watching it, you know? We're zoned in. And then they start playing commercials. Like, oh, okay. Like, they're giving us every reason to stop watching that fight. But we bought it, so might as well watch the whole thing, right? And I've been talking about, like, the production of it. I've been talking about the pacing of it more than the fight itself. Because honestly, the fight itself, what is there to really say? There's not much to say about it. Jake carried him, kind of. He landed some shots. Mike Tyson showed a good chin. Tyson landed a couple of his own, but nothing really that clean. Tyson was...
Now, you hear the white boy commentator. He's going in on his critique of it, but you heard him say Jake carried him. No, Mike kind of sit there and was like, let me just secure this 20 million. Hence that biting on his glove. He was trying to remind himself not to knock this boy's head off. Because, see, you look at this shot right here. Tyson has never been one to not have his guard up in a fight. Don't take my word for it. Yes, he's 58 years old. But you go back and look at all his fights prior. Do you know it was a very rare thing to really connect clean with Mike's head like that? Huh? Because, see, let me tell you, and again, I get it, he's older. But from what I saw, if you ever did connect clean with his face, he would eat the shit. And then right after that, yeah, boy, when he get ready to return the favor, boy, you going to sleep. Okay, you are that or you gonna be hurt pretty bad because he finna... Look, family, I'm gonna tell you what I knew something was wrong. When he didn't throw that uppercut, and you know that was his signature put your ass on your ass move. That uppercut was never thrown. I never saw it. Look, how many of y'all... Let's see where our true Mike Tyson fans are before I start this back up. Everybody remember, and I expect all the audience was waiting to see if we gonna see that 1-2 combo, hit you in that body shot, and then come around and hit your ass with that uppercut. Classic 1-2, you going down, okay? I ain't never seen nobody Tyson hit with that body shot uppercut combo that he was famous for, that really got back up and was able to keep on going after that. He didn't even catch Jake with that at all. I didn't see it, okay? Y'all let me know if y'all saw it. I didn't see it. So, yeah, you know, that whole, yeah, he carried Mike. No, what that was, there was a signed agreement between the two of them, and that's how that played out. Jake Paul is not a real fighter because, see, if you want me to respect him, because, see, I'll tell you something. You want me to respect Jake Paul, let me see him fight somebody his age or a little bit below his age that's actually a fighter in their prime. You beat them? Okay, hey, you know what? Yeah, man, he earned that. I'll give it to you. That's one thing I will respect is pure athletic talent. But he has none. He's a fucking internet troll. Hence why I call him Fake Paul. Let's let it continue.
As old, who would have thought, you know? Tyson showing some good defense, even though, you know, has declined, but good enough to make his way into a decision, not get knocked out, even for the shots that he ate. It was mostly jabs and right overhands and right straights from Jake Paul, a couple left hooks, a couple uppercuts. It looked like Tyson tried to bait him into a left hook counter, but he was just way too slow. And even when he threw it from distance, he wasn't fast enough to get close to Jake with that punch to land it. There was an obvious speed difference, which correlates to the age difference. So, cool fight. Let's not do that again. Right? No more 27-year-olds fighting 58-year-olds, right? We saw something similar with Vitor versus Evander Holyfield. Now, the age wasn't that different, right? Vitor was also old himself, but there was still like 20 years between them two. And we saw that fight win, right? It was a very quick TKO. Tyson, Evander, Lennox, all of these legends just relax and retire. And for guys like Jake, yo, fight guys your age, dude. You fought.
Let me pause this right here. Look at this bastard's body, man. Now, they say what? Jake Paul is 27, 28, something like that. Let me take my banner down because I really want to make my point here. Oh, yeah. See, we got to look at this. Now, family, I got to go here. We all know that women age like spoiled milk. They do. But how are you, a 27, 28-year-old white male, and you got a body like a 58-year-old man? Think about it. He damn near got the same body type as Mike Tyson. Big, slovenly bastard. You know what? The only other boxer, great white nope, that I know that's in as slovenly a condition as fake Paul would be that Tyson Fury clown, that big Neanderthal bastard there, another 30 fighter. I mean, that don't make no sense. How you 20-something and that boy just piss poor condition? And you gonna tell me that that's a boxer? That could look, you got some white people trying to do this on the fence thing because they know how bad that look. Well, he's not really a great fighter. No, but that's what you gonna try to make him out to be. Because all he got to do is beat somebody like Floyd, Nix, or somebody like that, man, and then they're gonna be like, oh, he's got, look, guarantee you, all of us are laughing about it now. But you know how white America works. Let a good 5 or 10 years pass, they'll be setting him up as one of the greatest boxing fighters of all time. Never mind that he ain't won no type of professional championship, but then you know they will do it. Come on now, am I reaching with that? Look at the lies they've manufactured throughout history. You gonna tell me they wouldn't try that with this little punk ass fake Paul dad by having bastard? You 28, something like that, and your body is this damn slovenly. That's ridiculous, man. Let's let it continue.
Tommy Fury, and that's your only loss. Get the rematch. Fight KSI. Like, those are the fighters that we'd much rather want to see him fight against. Not Mike Tyson. Next, he's going to call out Bruce Lee for some reason. He might call out George Foreman or Larry Holmes or something. Like, box KSI. That's the match to do next, I think. There was a moment in the fight where Jake timed Tyson.
Now, that would be a good one if he fought KSI. That would be a good one.
Tyson's bobbing and weaving with his jab and straight, but didn't put as much power in the punch. Right? He landed the punch, and then after, you barely ever saw that combination when Tyson reacted to the jab. Maybe knowing that it would land on Tyson again, because Tyson was usually reacting the same to the jab, dipping his head to the right, getting his head on the outside of it, which lines up the right straight for Jake Paul. Like you can see right here, this is later. Jake throws a jab. He sees Tyson give the same reaction, dipping his head to the right. Jake sees the head movement, but then backs away without even throwing his right hand. And when does Jake not throw his right hand after he times his opponent?
Now, let me pause it right here because, see, I don't think the guy that's narrating this is a fighter. Now, brothers, I know you see what I see. Yes, Tyson is 58 years old. We got that confirmed. But you looked at his training. He was still fast enough to take advantage of what I'm about to explain. When you miss a shot like this, he got his guard up over there on the other side. It would have been nothing for Tyson to close that distance with some footwork and tag that damn flabby ass gut with a good hard body shot. I'm trying to tell you, boy, I would have rearranged them kidneys, boy. I'm trying to look, come on now. Brothers, you see what I see? Come on now. Which one of us wouldn't capitalize on that? And I ain't talking about one of the little punk ass body shots. I'm talking about that where you stick it to your reels. I'm talking about, man, boy, that's just too sweet of an opening. And see, here's the thing, in case anybody like, well, why are you picking on his conditioning? Let me tell you something. When it comes to fighting, your body, your midsection, your core conditioning is everything. Because see, when you start taking them body shots repeatedly, see, it's one thing to get hit once or twice. If you get hit repeatedly, like in a real fight, that's gonna start to knock the wind out of you. So your conditioning it must be on point. That core conditioning is key, just like your legs are key when it comes to any type of fighting. Okay, so I'm just saying, man, that opening right here, that was another one. I like, oh man, are you serious? You ain't, because look, watch this. Tell me with that opening right there, did that not set him up for that 1-2 combo? Body shot, uppercut. Easily. Look at how long his arm is extended out there. Tyson was quick enough to close that distance, pop his ass in the midsection, then go up under his arm with that uppercut. Come on now. Yeah, see, those of us that have been watching Tyson long enough, we already know the deal, man. But, hey, we saw what we got. Let's let it continue.
with the jab. It's the main combination that he throws in all of his fights. But he decided to stop throwing that combination at Mike Tyson whenever Tyson was dipping his head to the right. But Tyson was clearly not the same. Of course he is. He's 58 years old. It looked like a 27-year-old versus a 58-year-old. That's exactly what the fight was, and it's exactly how the fight played out. Tyson's knees were absolutely shot. There were moments where, like, he could barely move in the ring. He had good defense, though. So even though his abilities as a boxer, of course, declined over all these years, his defense was still good enough to slip and block some of the punches from Jake Paul, slipping his...
Now, let me go ahead and comment on that. Yes, we saw Tyson with the knee brace. Understood, we said it many times. Yes, we understand his age. But that defense was solid. It was. And see, here's the thing. Even if you age as a fighter, by the time it takes its course, you slow down a little bit. If your defense is solid, trust me, you can still whoop some ass, okay? Definitely can. And see, like the Brother Dan Miller TV was saying, for those that don't understand physics of fighting, them kidneys and that spleen, he's definitely right, boy. You get hit the right way and then you will literally be pissing blood. Let me tell you something. Nah, even worse than that, that liver shot, oh, man. I'm going to tell you right now, boy, you get hit in that liver, that's like an off switch. And look, ladies, that'll learn you something there for self-defense. If you are well-trained, and that's something I hope your man is teaching you, somebody grab you, hey, if you learn how to clench properly and throw some good knees, need somebody in their liver and see what happens. I don't give a damn how big you are. You going to feel that. That shit, boy, that will cripple your ass. I don't care how big you are. You can be as big as the Hulk. Get hit in that liver the right way and see what happens to you. But see, right here, man, again, it's just too many things about this that just made us go, nah, something in the milk ain't clean. And like I said, again, I'm glad he got the bag, but I have to disagree with the brother, what he was saying earlier there. Mike Tyson legacy does matter. And see, we have to use these things as lessons to let people know, hey, man, everything about us is not for sale. You work hard to become great. You protect your legacy. Let's let it continue.
Head on the outside of them, guarding on some of the punches, even when Jake was trying to land, right? Some of Jake's punches, he was throwing hard, and some of those punches even landed on Tyson, and Tyson was able to absorb some of them, right? Didn't get knocked out. Looked like he got stunned a couple times, but that was the most impressive thing about the fight. The fact that Tyson was able to go to a decision. Whether Jake Paul was carrying him or not, he did throw some power punches for the knockout. But we do have to remember that they were 14-ounce gloves, you know, so essentially almost sparring gloves. 2-minute rounds. It was a silly fight. It was a silly fight going into it. It was a circus, and it was a circus when we watched it. Technically, nothing of note, like nothing impressive from Jake Paul, honestly. He was supposed to starch Mike Tyson. That was the expectation for him being half Tyson's age, and he couldn't get the knockout. Bro, and even the referee was telling Jake to not measure, right? You guys hear that? Don't measure, Jake. You're not supposed to probe your hand out and keep it in front of Tyson's face. That's a rule a lot of people don't know about. In boxing, the fighter is not allowed to keep his arm out extended in front of the opponent's face. They can bring it forward and back, but they cannot keep it out there. Further showing that the sport is just...
Now, let me go ahead and take the time to show you why if anybody tries that with you, whether it's boxing in a sport or if anybody's stupid enough to try that on the street with you, this is where that leg work and that footwork comes into play. Because, boy, if you learn how to sidestep properly, you see how that body is open right there? Let me tell you something. You can get you some good old-fashioned broken ribs that way playing with somebody like that that know what they're doing. I'm a damn sure crack them, okay? Or sidestep that, parry your hand, and then I'm going to get to work on the ribs since you got them so nicely exposed there. See, listen, man, I've always been a giver, okay? Always been a giver. I'm going to let people have it if I see it coming, okay? Let's let it continue.
It just has too many rules, man. It has too many restrictions of what the fighters can do. I mean, if you can't even just keep your arm out there, I mean, what are we doing with the sport? And not only that, with every boxing promotion, it always takes an eternity for the fight to actually start. National anthems, the entrances take an hour long. And there was that stat that Jake Paul has knocked down or knocked out every single one of his opponents, right? The oldest guy he goes up against, ironically, is the only one he didn't knock down or knock out. Mike Tyson's the only guy that Jake Paul's fought that he didn't hurt in the fight. The other fights were pretty good, especially the co-main event. Serrano seemed to have gone robbed. Then again, boxing scoring is just so different than MMA, so it's hard to really tell. It's such a vague scoring system. Great fights though. But that main event, man, right from the beginning of the fight, you knew that Mike Tyson just was not going to win that. He was way too slow. He wasn't as coordinated as he used to be. Of course, Jake was way faster. He had better cardio, and the further the rounds went, the more stationary, motionless Mike Tyson became in that fight. And even if they are Mike Tyson, a legend of that guy's status, when you're nearly 60 years old, man, you're not going to win these kind of fights. It doesn't matter what fighter it is. The athleticism of Jake Paul was just way too much. And
Now, see, this is the part where the mayonnaise announcer here start putting the extras on it. Let me ask my audience, brothers, did y'all see anything extraordinarily athletic from fake Paul in that fight? Yes, Mike is older, but come on now. For those of us that watch that crap, did Jake Paul do anything to you to go, oh my God, he's so athletic? Come on, I didn't see that, okay? As you see how I'm narrating certain things here as far as these openings. I know what I'm doing when it comes down to throw them damn hands and feet, okay? I ain't see nothing that impressed me. And if I did, I would say it. I'd be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, that's boy, he was on it, man. I didn't see it. So did I miss something? Did anybody see some athleticism that just made you go, oh shit, he might be the real great white hope? I saw a great white nope. I didn't see a great white hope. I mean, somebody tell me, man, I'm looking. Look, I just want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Do I need to go back and watch something? Is there something you be like, yo, GBS, you did kind of miss this part? Well, this motherfucker talking, he act like this boy did some damn Spider-Man backflips or some shit. I didn't see no athleticism. I didn't. I saw a big manufactured punk bitch with some beaver ass hair stuck to his damn chin that he calling a beard. That's what I saw. Big lame bastard, man. Let this continue.
Jake was talking about he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. That would be fun if Canelo would want to fight him. But then again, Canelo should be fighting Benavidez. Jake Paul versus Canelo, would you guys want to see that? I don't mind. It would show a skill gap between Jake Paul's opponents and someone like Canelo, right? It'll show that there's levels to boxing.
Nah, I got something for him. Nah. Since he want to fight people, watch this, y'all. Even though he ain't black, you know who I would like to see fake Paul fight? Fight Pacquiao. Yeah, get the Pac-Man out of retirement. Come on now. Yeah, boy. Listen. Now that, yeah. Oh, boy, the Pac-Man to teach him what boxing really is, huh? Now, I'm just saying, man, whether you like him or not, we just talking about ability. And if Pacquiao ain't no old man, I believe he would beat the shit out of Jake Paul, okay? That's just another one I want to throw in there. So what y'all think? Let's let it continue.
Especially when you get to the highest levels that Canelo is fighting at. So I do hope that John Jones and Stipe doesn't turn out to look like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. It won't, right? Because firstly, Stipe is not as old as Tyson. And secondly, Jones is much older than Jake. So they're closer in age. They're closer in activity as fighters. Jones hasn't fought in nearly 2 years? For Stipe, it's been over 3 years since he fought. But we were hoping that, if Tyson could get a win, Stipe and Oliveira, that would be the win for most fans. But we'll see if Stipe can win, and we'll see if Oliveira can win as well. Chandler's cool too. When you're fighting Charlie Olives and one of you have to win, most of the fans are going to be picking Oliveira. And honestly, every time I watch boxing cards, it makes me appreciate the UFC cards so much more. Every single time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give the video a like, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, family. So there you heard it. There you heard some commentary from the Mayo guy, even though he was trying to put a little bit of extra on it there for Jake Paul. He know that was some bullshit, okay? So I wanted to play that for you so you could see that some of their own people know what the deal was with this nonsense, even though he tried to put a little bit on it there. This was a clown show, and I got to say this straight to white America. Y'all got to get to some point. If you ever want to be taken seriously as competitors, which I know they don't, because all they care about is manufacturing wins and just lying to each other. But at some point, maybe the future generations will start to say, hey, man, listen, if we really want to be respected as competitors and athletes on a real sense, we got to actually start competing and winning. Okay? It can't be none of this stuff where we have things, the deck stacked. Because, why would you even want to appear that way in history? Fake it till you make it, huh? I can understand if it was women doing that, huh? I could. Okay, listen, I get it. But now as men, that's something that's supposed to be dishonorable amongst us. There's no honor in faking it till you make it as a man. There's just not, okay? There's just not. And salute to the brother Jonathan Robinson for the cash out. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. So I think I made my point with that, family, because again, on our way out, now that we've gotten that square from the arrow to the zero, gentlemen and ladies, bear with us, okay? So, hey, y'all don't be mad because some of y'all look just like this. I happen to know some of you that are very gorgeous, like this sister here. Okay, I won't put you on Front Street. You know who you are. All right, all of y'all is in here. But again, on the way out, can we appreciate this chocolate delight, this specimen with these legs? Brothers, look, am I the only man in here that's looking at these legs and I'm thinking about Twix? You know what I'm saying? The candy Twix. Come on, brother. Look at that, man. This is just fabulous. See, this right here, man. Let me tell y'all something. I got to be petty, okay? I got to be petty. You know how you got all these wiggity boo monsters out here that's talking about hopping up and down, crying and throwing tantrums about Kamami. They'll actually be on social media talking about how attractive they are. Now, if this sister walked into a room of any one of them deranged lunatics, every man's head in this chat room would turn. Listen, it'll probably be a Royal Rumble because we'll be like, hey, man, whoever get to it first, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, that's how you know you're attractive. This woman right here could walk into any room and all men's heads would turn, okay? She ain't even got to be wearing this, okay, them little shorts that she got on. She could be in a full dress, all right? This would qualify as a lady here. Now, this is just looks. We don't know. She could have the personality of a Tasmanian devil, okay? Because, you know, some of y'all, see, let me get on y'all too, ladies. Why do some of y'all cute sisters like that have the personality of a damn Tasmanian devil? You know that shit ain't fair. Y'all disarm my senses, man, with these gorgeous looks and these legs and things like that. Then you want to be a little Tasmanian devil. Shame on you, okay? Now, there's a cure for that, but this is a family broadcast, so I won't say that here tonight. All the brothers in here understand what the cure for that little Tasmanian devil attitude that they be having is, okay? We can knock that Tasmanian devil right on out you. But anyway, I digress. I just had to salute the sister one last time because I just thought that was fabulous right there. So salute to everybody that contributed to the broadcast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We had a little bit of fun over here tonight. But my point is this, all seriousness aside, please do consider the words that I shared with you over here tonight about not selling your legacy, because your legacy transcends your existence in the here and now, in the present. Your legacy is something that when people talk about you, generations on down, you could be the one that inspires the family to have pride and honor and have dignity in how they carry themselves in the future, okay? So please do consider that. Everything should not be for sale. The other groups that practice anti-Black racism against us, they do not sell any and everything because they understand the value of honor and legacy. So with that said, salute to you, Black First. And I will have some upcoming content here tomorrow. We're going to be back at it because we got to actually get on one of these Karens. Oh, boy, that's going to be one right there y'all not going to want to miss. I'm going to make some people mad with that, but it is what it is. Some things need to be said. So be on the lookout for that broadcast. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in future content.